Coronavirus has had a huge impact on the global economy, and now it's impacting the Florida fishing industry.
Our Kristen Chapman is at Cod and Capers in North Palm Beach with what this means for commercial fishermen who catch spiny lobster and how your wallet may actually benefit.
Experts say 80 to 90% of all spiny lobsters caught here in Florida will be sent straight to China. But because all of that inventory is staying right here, that means you will likely be paying less for them.
They just have a unique, enjoyable flavor. I don't know if it's the way our mouths or taste buds are designed. But
Steve Guyland is a Florida native who owns Cod and Capers in North Palm Beach.
Whether it's a lobster cake or a lobster roll or just a steamed lobster or lobster mac and cheese.
It's a restaurant, market, and supplier that works with local fishermen to get the freshest local seafood.
And I've yet to meet a lobster I didn't like.
But the Florida favorite is the spiny lobster.
I said this lobster tails is about 6.5 to 7 ounces.
It's also one of China's favorite exports. Guyland says up to 90% of all spiny lobster caught throughout the state is shipped to China.
In large part because of the proximity of the international airport in Miami with direct flights to China.
And he says fishermen are happy to ship them abroad because the country is willing to pay double the local price for each spiny lobster, up to $20 a pound. But now fishermen are hitting a wall. The coronavirus outbreak in China is halting all flights, preventing the spiny lobster shipments from getting into the country.
Hundreds of thousands of pounds that went to China don't have a home.
And Guyland says it hasn't been a lucrative season to begin with. Spiny lobster are primarily harvested in the Keys, and Hurricane Irma 2 years ago scattered them. Now the new generation of lobsters are rebounding, but many are still too small to meet the FWC requirements. Fishermen were then hoping to get a last boost from the Chinese New Year, typically a popular spiny lobster holiday. But with the coronavirus, that didn't happen.
There was about 800 lobsters on that one rock.
So now Guyland says there's a surplus supply, hundreds of thousands of pounds of spiny lobster that will now need to be eaten by local Floridians instead, which means lower prices.
So if it's something you stayed away from because of the price, it's something to maybe enjoy.
Spiny lobster season ends on March 31st, and that may not be the only seafood you'll pay less for. Salmon and shrimp are also on that list. Reporting from North Palm Beach, Kristen Chapman, CBS 12 News.